Final contestant in the Marketer of the Year contest. Let's give him a rousing round of applause, Mr. Jimmy Nichols.
Anybody's hand hurt after Brian Tracy's presentation? I couldn't keep up with you. Wow. Well, what I'm going to do in the next 20 minutes is a couple of things. First, I want to share my story with you and what has happened in the past year since my first super conference, which was just a year ago. I remember sitting in the audience, diligently taking notes, but feeling so overwhelmed. But today, I want to share with you how Dan Kennedy, all of GKIC, my Connecticut GKIC chapter, and Lee Miltier especially, helped to transform not only my business, but my life. Now, before we get into the specific marketing pieces, I want to share my story with you. I grew up and lived in a small town called Waterford in Connecticut. My father's a truck driver, and my mother's a retired teacher. Now, while my childhood was very comfortable growing up, money wasn't growing on trees, as they say, and I knew being an entrepreneur would be the answer to financial freedom. So as a young kid, I had an entrepreneurial drive, whether it was cutting lawns, shoveling snow, selling baseball cards, and maybe some of you in this room had a paper route or something similar, but many of us had that entrepreneurial drive, even as a young child. Well, at 15, a sophomore in high school, I decided I needed to get real serious about business and making money. So I took out the yellow pages and started calling businesses asking if they needed a website. After about 250 no's, a local jewelry store in Mystic, Connecticut said, "Come on over and give me a presentation." Well, I obviously had to get a ride from Mom at 15, and she waited in the car for me for over 2 hours. The result, I sold my first website. High school and college, I focused on building my web design and web hosting business. When I graduated, I had more time in my hands, so I built a marketing company with a team of experts. But as I grew, I faced some challenges. First, I didn't even have any marketing systems in place. Heck, I didn't know how to market. Here I was, a marketing company, and we weren't killing it yet with our own marketing. The key word is yet. And on top of it, my mindset was off, and I didn't even realize it. So as we grew bigger and bigger, and our revenues increased, I started spending more and more on advertising. But there was a problem. At the end of the year, I was losing money. 3 years in a row, I lost money. I spent more and more in marketing and advertising. The problem was I didn't know how to market. I didn't know messaging. I didn't know target marketing. And I certainly didn't know direct response marketing. So I knew something needed to change. So I seeked out information, and thankfully, I landed on Planet Dan. I purchased a game-changer G&A system, started learning from the newsletters, and took all the information in. Traveled over 3,000 miles to a 2-day implementation boot camp with Dave D. and Darcy Juarez. The result, after starting with GKIC, is our profits are up over 600%. But what really kicked me into high gear was a hot seat with Lee Miltier in the Peak Performers group. Now, who would ever have thought a 30-minute hot seat with Lee could be such a life-changing event? Well, let me tell you, it was. When I got back from that hot seat, I started implementing like a madman. Implementing over 20+ profitable direct mail campaigns. And the result from the last 7 months is now our revenues are up another 30%. But prior to GKIC, my business was sinking like the Titanic. But now that I had GKIC strategies and marketing methods, not only was my top line numbers going up, but my bottom line numbers were going up too. And they were on the positive. I knew if I took massive action, I would get massive results. So we all know GKIC marketing starts with a newsletter. Here's a sample of our newsletter that we send out to active clients, past clients, prospects, and vendors. This is our bonus edition, Nicholas said, newsletter, that we include an audio CD, and this goes out to our top 20% of our clients. Once we had the newsletter down, I wanted to start implementing direct mail, GKIC style, of course. And you can see in the picture, my wife, my mom, dad, my team helped get these mailings out for me. So it was October 1st, just a few days after that hot seat. And I tell you, I was so scared sending this out, my first 3D mail piece. I was scared of failure, but I mustered up the guts and sent it out. The result, and by the way, this is a boomerang campaign, and I didn't know you could send mail in a plastic bag. But you can. Put a few stamps on there and they deliver it, so we don't have to worry about the envelope anymore. Another reason why I wasn't really sure about this campaign is because the boomerang campaign is traditionally for reactivating clients. The reality is our client retention rate is 98%. So I didn't want to just send these out to a few people. But I said, what if I use the boomerang to get our active customers to buy more stuff? And that's exactly what they did. 742% return on investment with our first one. So what did we do? We took that money and reinvested it into another campaign. Now this campaign was a follow-up to the boomerang campaign. One of the 4 offers with the boomerang is a mobile website. So the people that didn't purchase a mobile website, I knew they must be lost. So what did I do? I sent them a handy compass in the mail, again in a plastic bag, so they could navigate their way back to Jimmy Marketing and get their mobile website. Now 2 days prior to this campaign deadline, we were at a 74% return on investment, which is great. But I was just coming off 742%. I wanted more. So I sent out an email, and the subject was 2 Boston Celtics tickets and limo, ... Are you in? And everybody that purchased a mobile website got entered to win that prize. The result, our return on investment jumped up to 535% with that email. Now I became addicted. We started using antacids, audio CDs, messages in a bottle. Of course, the puzzle mailing. Why didn't you respond to my first offer? I'm so puzzled. Bank bags. We've done it all. Worry dolls. And of course, my favorite for St. Patrick's Day, I dressed up as a leprechaun for my lucky shamrock mailer. This next piece I want to show you is a perfectly crafted letter that brought money in the door. And what it is basically a letter that if our clients paid in advance, they got a discount. The result, the Monday after we sent this out, one of my clients hand-delivered me a check for $16,800. We took $150 and turned it into over $20,000 in cash. That's a 13,000% return on investment. One of our core values at Jimmy Marketing is to provide a wow experience for our customers. So when we launch a website, we send a personalized card with popcorn and cookies. And the card says, thank you for choosing Jimmy Marketing for your recent website launch. We're looking forward to making your marketing pop. Now, we could no longer be the suit maker without the suit. So we had to rebrand our entire business. We rebuilt our websites. I recorded over 100 plus videos so that I could be selling 24/7 on our websites. We use Google AdWords, Facebook advertising, Yahoo and Bing advertising, retargeting, all of these methods to generate traffic to our website. We're getting so much traffic, I have to employ a staff 24/7 for live chat. because we don't want to miss any opportunities. Now, when they come to our site, we want to get them into our marketing funnel. So we built out what's called the Ultimate Marketing Success Kit. And inside the kit are CDs, DVDs, newsletters, reports, and then also a drip campaign digitally, and of course our newsletters. What this kit does is it positions us as the expert and educates our clients and speeds up the entire process of closing prospects faster. Now at this point, you may be a little overwhelmed and wondering how we can manage all of this and keep it going with our team. Well, we automate everything with Infusionsoft. This is our Ultimate Marketing Success Kit, a screenshot of the campaign builder that goes out. Now, the small business owner may not necessarily be online. That's our target market, small business owners. So we advertise in the yellow pages. When we're at times, people saying the yellow pages are dying, and my competitors barely even have a listing in the yellow pages, we have a display ad. And this allows us to crush our competition and truly stand out. We use postcards to drive people to our website to claim their complimentary Ultimate Marketing Success Kit. Some advertising you can't buy, so I hired a dedicated person focusing on getting me in the news, whether it's in a newspaper, on an online newspaper website, on the radio, TV. She's focusing on getting me in the news, because that builds credibility. So with all this GKIC style marketing and the PR that I got, I was asked to speak to at Harvard, to some serious business leaders, and this led to obviously more business, but more importantly, more credibility. And going along the lines of credibility, all the experts say you gotta write a book. Well, I just didn't want to quickly write a book or ghostwrite a book or anything like that. I took 7 months, I took the 15 years of marketing knowledge that I acquired and put it into a book. And the result was the book hit #1 in multiple categories on Amazon. Not just direct marketing, but small business marketing, #1 category. Now I have the ultimate business card, a book with my name on it, and #1 bestseller at the top. So it was a natural fit to add in another revenue stream to our business, and that is coaching. So I teamed up with another marketer, you may have heard of him, fireman Mike Lemoyne, and together we share our best strategies with other marketers throughout the world. One of our products works extremely well for dentists in terms of getting their reviews online. Dan always says riches are in niches. So we decided to take one of our products and focus on a niche that worked really well. Literally, we took a dentist from 2 reviews on Google to 44 reviews on Google, all 5 stars, all posted by his patients within 48 hours. So our system is unbelievable, but we got to get it in the hands of the dentist. So that means we have to get past the gatekeeper. So what I did is I teamed up with DMC and sent out personalized video books that when you open this, a video plays, and I chose to actually personalize each video to the dentist, explaining their reputation, how they are with their reputation, how we can fix it. So the result of this, we tested it with 48 dentists nationwide to a completely cold list. We closed 6. That's a 12.5% conversion, and it yielded 161% return on investment. That's just first-year revenue. This is an ongoing service. So just in the first year, though, this campaign was 161%. Now that I know the video books work, we decided to try some in our main business, GKIC Marketing. So before I play this video clip, I want to explain what this package is. This is Jimmy's Silver Platter offer. So inside, we've got step-by-step instructions for the person that receives the package, what to do. We use results in advance by pre-designing a website to include in the package. And we also print out the before so the business owner can compare side by side. We build out a mobile website before and after. We include a report. Why should I redesign my website, and why is a mobile website important for your small business? Additionally, we include a 60-page catalog that I wrote that outlines all of our products and services. Just like GKIC has a catalog, I swiped that and it said, we need to have a catalog, because the business owner doesn't necessarily want to sit on the computer and look at all of our products and services. We've got a pre-filled out order form, so all they got to do is sign it and either put their credit card down or send a check in with it. This is all on a silver platter, because it's all done for them. We include a prepaid, pre-addressed envelope for them to put it right in the mail. Now, additionally, we include popcorn, candy, cookies, crackers, and a bunch of food to really make the experience better. So what I'd like to do, before we play this clip, is just share this with you. This is extremely important for you to understand. This prospect's favorite beverage is Miller Lite. And I say beverage because this prospect loves Miller Lite more than water. So keep that in mind when we play this clip.
Hey, Denise, Alan, Pete, and I know you guys are all together watching this because I'm sure Denise, as I know, most likely opens all the mail there, followed step one and got you guys. Now, we sent you a whole bunch of stuff here, and one of the reasons why is we wanted to get your attention on something that's very important to your business at B&L Construction. Now, before we get started, I just want to, make sure everybody in the office gets some cookies. And we got some popcorn here. You can put it in the bowls, because it's going to be a show. I'm going to tell you right now. I would have sent the Miller Lite. I would have done that, but the reality is it doesn't really ship well. So what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to have a Miller Lite with you today. I'm sure you won't mind at all. So
This is bonding with your prospect.
let's get started. Okay. So the reason why we're sending you this stuff is
Sales pitch continues.
forward with your website. We'll take care of all the heavy lifting for you. So I am getting parched here, so I got to have another sip of the Miller Lite.
It is good.
And actually, boy, I don't know how you like that, Mary. Boy, it's that good. Hope you have enjoyed the show, enjoy the cookies, enjoy the popcorn, and as always, thanks a lot for your friendship and continued business. We appreciate the support. Thanks.
So this man, we've sent out 5 of these. We're 5 for 5, 100% conversion. This yields a over 4,500% return on investment. So we have 10 of these out there right now. So while I'm up here on stage, I've got these video books out there selling. In the month of April, I was out of the office for 20 days going to different seminars because as I'm in the marketing business, it's my responsibility to bring back the best marketing strategies, not only for our clients, but for us and our team so we can implement them. So let's get into some results. Prior to GKIC, I relied heavily on one-time revenue. Websites, video packages, and our recurring revenue was about $13,000 per month. After studying GKIC and learning about recurring revenue, how important it is and how it helps your business be worth more when you go to sell it, got my good friend Walter there, pictured, just sold his business for a sizable amount of money, and I'm not saying I want to sell anytime soon, I'm having way too much fun with this stuff. But I knew when I go to sell it, I want to be as healthy as possible with the business. So we've increased our recurring revenue 185%. That's over $24,000 a month since we started with GKIC. So let's look at, instead of lifetime value, just the next 5 years of what that means to our business. And this is just recurring revenue. We take that $24,000 times 12 times 5, that's $1.4 million of additional recurring revenue because of GKIC. Now, our retention rate is 98%. The reality is we don't lose clients. In fact, I still have that client 15 years ago when I started that local jewelry store. So if you're doing the math, yes, it makes me 30 years old. Now, more important than the revenues and the increase in profits, #1 best-selling book, is I lost over 60 pounds since January 7th because I started to learn about balance with peak performers. bigger bonus is my wife, who supported me all through the struggle and the good times of business, obviously. We have a trip planned where I'm not going to bring my laptop for the first time in 5 years. And I this is going to be a surprise to you. It wasn't going to be a surprise, but I want to share with everybody here. You've supported me so much that I upgraded our tickets to first class because you deserve it. Now, prior to GKIC, not only was my business sinking, but my life was sinking. We used GKIC so that now I have the systems, the knowledge, the team to continue to achieve the success, prosperity, and balance that I want in my life. So I want to take this opportunity to thank GKIC, as my company is as best as it's ever been. And ultimately, I would love to be the next Marketer of the Year. But more importantly to me is this very opportunity to share my story with you. Because I hope it inspires you to take action. And if you're already out there killing it and taking action, remember this: whatever you achieve, you're capable of achieving more. So I went extremely fast through this presentation. I just want to sum up on this last slide why I should be the next GKIC Marketer of the Year. From years of no profits and struggle to over 600% increase in profits since GKIC, implementing over 20 plus GKIC style mailings, added over $1.4 million of recurring revenue. We maintain a 98% client retention rate. I spoke at Harvard. I wrote a book on marketing that hit #1. And most importantly, I live a more balanced and healthy life than ever. So I ask you to vote for Jimmy for the GKIC Marketer of the Year. We've got some t-shirts to toss out here. And we got to get some of the cheap seats in the back. Thanks a lot. And Jimmy.
Website guy, yellow pages. Explain.
Well, not all of our small business owners are online looking, for website designers. A lot of them will still go to the yellow pages. So where our competitors barely even have a listing, we decided to take out a display ad to attract people into our lead funnel.
That's one of the things that we've been teaching for such a long time. Everyone's saying yellow pages are dead. They're not dead! People are still using them. And the other things I want to talk about, you wrote the book. Everyone has heard, you need to write a book, you need to write a book, you need to write a book. How did you go about that? What was your process for doing that? Did you do it every day? And I think they would like to know the specifics of how you did
I
it.
started with an outline, and for 7 months, I focused on basically taking off one of those pieces of the outline, which turned into a chapter. And then when I decided I was going to publish the book, I wanted to make it #1 on Amazon, so we implemented a strategy to do that, and that's how we got it to be #1.
Fantastic. Okay, who has some takeaways from Jimmy's presentation? Raise your hand if you've got takeaways from Jimmy's presentation that you will share with us. Yes, right over there. What is your takeaway and when are you going to implement it? 3D mailing when? Tomorrow. Okay, good. That's awesome. Fantastic. We do have people who do that, by the way. They go up in the room and they start implementing right away. Hey, listen, sleep is overrated. Yes, Kristen. Video delivery of the marketing pack you set in advance. When are you going to do it, though? Your next client. Okay, fantastic. Well, do we have someone in the back there? Are you up in the chair? You want to share one?
3D mail for the yellow shirts.
Okay, 3D mail for the yellow shirts. I'm a big fan of 3D mailing. They should give you permission. Okay, one more. Who's going to implement something that Jimmy came up with? Yes, right back.
I'm going to drink beer with my patient.
Drink beer with his patients. Very good. Let's hear one more time for Jimmy Nicholas. Really loud.
Let's bring up the 4 finalists. Dr. Dustin Wilson, Danielle Pepperly, Dr. Jeff, and Jimmy Nicholas. This was extremely difficult. And if we could have, from the accounting firm of GKIC Accounting, if we could have our silver platter bearer, Jen, come up. Let's hear it for Jen from accounting. Keep it going. Come on, Jen. A little faster, Jen. With the silver platter being supplied, of course, by 3D Now. Okay, thank you. All right. The vote was extremely close. What we're going to do is we're going to reveal who the two top people were, the two top vote getters were. Here we go. Counting, you gave it to me in the wrong order. I just almost opened up the wrong envelope. We have the final two.
You're killing me! Nailed it! Nailed it!
The final two. The top two vote getters for Marketer of the Year 2013. Dr. Dustin Burleson. And Ginny Nicholas. Thank you very much. Let's hear it for our two other finalists, please. Really loud. Ready? Okay, so check's right in there, but we'll just wait 1 second. Here it is. This vote was as close as last year's vote. But there was a slight, and I mean minuscule difference. Are you ready? The winner of GKIC's 2013 Marketer of the Year.
Yo!
Ginny Nicholas. Love you. And to award the winner's check of $5,000, our president, Deb Willem.